So when it comes to shoes, there are different things that you want to talk about. One is, what is the purpose of using that particular shoe? What are you using it for, right? Different things need different kinds of footwear and shoes. If you are going to be training and doing your workouts, and if you are doing this at home, you must never do it barefoot. A lot of people do this, and I find that it causes a lot of knee pain and foot pain, sometimes even back pain. Hi, I'm Dr. Rajni Patil. I'm a spine and sports physio practicing for 20 years. My clinic is called Ortho Sports Physiotherapy, and I'm located in Shivaji Park. So let's talk about shoes today. Now, what is the kind of shoe that you need when you're doing workouts from home? You need a well cushioned shoe. It can be slightly flexible. So when I say flexible, it means that when you bend your shoe, it bends slightly easier than this, but the cushion in the bottom, the bottommost area, that cushion needs to be good. If you are working out from home and if you know that your feet tend to hurt, you may want to get it examined to see whether you are flat-footed, or if you overpronate or you supinate. So if you're not well aligned from a foot perspective, then that probably should be checked with a gait analysis with a sports physio to see if a specific kind of shoe is required for you. Let's talk about running. For running, you must make sure that you fit your type of foot to the shoe that needs to be worn during the run. Too many people use the same shoe for workout and for running and for any other activity, but that's generally not the right way to do it. You should not be using your casual shoes. The casual shoes are meant to go out in. They're not meant to work out or to run in. For running, think about this. There are 3 different kinds of shoes. One shoe that is very, very supportive. So let's say this shoe, for example, this is a New Balance. It is a very stable shoe. So this shoe, if you see from the inside, just put your hand inside, there will be a little bit of an arch or a lift on the inner side of the shoe. This means that it is meant to support a foot that is overpronating or slightly flat-footed. Also, you want to look at this shoe, see how it doesn't bend that easy. So somebody who is flat-footed or somebody who has overpronating feet, and if you are a runner, you want to make sure that you are in a shoe like this, which doesn't bend very easily. The heel counter is nice and strong and firm, very firm from here, so that it doesn't allow your ankle to twist when you're running or working out. So those couple of things, check for the bend, check the inner side, and check the heel counter. These are 3 things that you will check. Just to compare with this shoe is for a neutral foot. What does that mean? It means that your arch is very neutral. You have a medium arch, and you don't overpronate, you don't have a flat foot. In that case, a neutral shoe is right for you. So if you look at a neutral shoe, if I bend it, it bends a lot easier than this shoe, right? So that's one. The second is, if I check inside, the inner side, the medial aspect, the inner side of the shoe, it's quite flat. It's not protruding up. So I don't feel that protrusion, which means that it's a neutral shoe. Also look at the heel counter. The heel counter is much softer than this particular shoe. Okay, there's a big difference. If you are flat-footed, then you need to make sure that you do get an assessment done. The longer you run or work out with flat foot, when I say flat foot, the arch is completely flat against the ground, okay? Then this changes your alignment all the way up to your knee and your back. And this alone can cause a lot of issues long term, even short term. If you are flat footed and if both your feet are a little bit different, then insoles is the right way to go. But if both your feet are fairly similar, which you may or may not understand, it may need to be checked. Then you may have to go with insoles. So this is something that your physio or your doctor should recommend. If you do go with insoles, then make sure you don't buy the gel, the silica kind. You want to get the hard, firm kind. So you can pick up an insole like this. This one, if you see, it's quite rigid. If you see the inner part, it's raised a little bit through here. and it's raised here and it's flat on all the other areas. So, and it's quite firm. Only if the insole is firm, it's going to support your foot like it needs to. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. Look at your shoes, examine them like I showed you, and see whether those are the right kind of shoes that you should be in. If not, use this as a guideline to pick your own shoes. But if you need more help, obviously I'm there to help.